Hello, Summer Human Sexuality class. Dr. Wagner here. I'm sorry that my welcome video is being shot on the morning of the course beginning, but I don't think it should harm us too much. I'm pleased to say our course is up and ready to go. I'll double check all the dates because sometimes the translation of that from summer to summer doesn't go super well. And I think I shared with you I have a little bit of an extreme maybe I'm being a princess. I don't know. It's driving me crazy. Case of poison ivy. Let me finish that sentence for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about. In any case, welcome to the course. I teach this one online in the summer always, so that's the good news that the summer course is pretty strong in terms of being refined and out of glitches. I know through our last year we've had to stay patient with some of our colleagues and friends who aren't as adept at using online instruction. So, and in the fall, I'll be teaching it in person and then live synchronous at the same time to help accommodate for folks who aren't able to get their vaccines yet. So, in any case, oh yeah, and I've got Dr. Fauci joining my office. Oh, I can't point backwards. There. In any case. Okay, so I just wanted to talk to you about a couple of things just to get you started and also so you could hear my voice and see my face for whatever that's worth. This is only my second day in the office, and I am still predominantly working from home, which is why I'm sitting on the opposite side of my desk because I don't have all of my monitor and things in here ready to go. So when you go through the Learn page, you'll notice that this course is organized into modules, which essentially means that I think, let's see, there are 8 of them. Yep, and there are 2 of them due each week. I have to probably stop talking about how frustrating I find the Thursday to Wednesday is a week schedule. It's a little sloppy for me. So we are starting today on Thursday, June 10th. And our first discussion, which is really just introducing yourself to the class and telling us a little bit about what sexuality education you've had so far, that's due on the 14th. But modules number 1 and 2, pardon me, aren't due till the 21st. And then, so that gives you a little time to sort of get in and get adjusted, get your feet wet. And then 2 modules will be due each week for the remaining 4 weeks. So modules 3 and 4 are due on the 28th, 5 and 6 on July 5th, which I know has a holiday weekend in there, but we'll talk about that in a second. And then also July 12th. Our modules 7 and 8. And then our semester ends on July 14th, which, like I said, 5 weeks, it's really fast. I was saying to my niece yesterday, like, oh, I only have 10 more weeks of summer left. And she said, only? I said, yes, I'm tired. And 10 weeks goes by fast. Wait till you're a little older. Okay, let's see. So if you go, I have notes to try to keep you on track. The other thing you'll find is it should open up on the homepage, and then you'll see this welcome video, which I also emailed you. My videos, I will generally email them to you, embed them in the course, and then of course they live on my YouTube page, so you can always scroll or troll through the YouTube channel to see what the old videos are. Some of them we'll still use. I haven't remade the how to use a penile condom video yet, and I have intention to do some of that, but the hardest part is not the hardest part, but the weirdest part about the age of the videos, because I think I now have over 11 years of video. Look, I still can't stop scratching of videos on that YouTube channel, as you get to see all the stages of aging of Dr. Wagner. So my best stage where I actually had my little faux hawk and my shaved head, and then now my aged, I'm always like, wow, who is that really non-silvery gray, non-chubby girl? It's like, oh, that was you. In any case, so I think most of the videos are still applicable, but then they say things often, like the welcome video talks about it being 2020 and where we're at 2020. And I'm a little pleased to say summer 2021, we're in a slightly better position than we were in summer 2020, at least from my perspective. Not that we won't still have struggles, so we'll keep that in mind. So the video, then you'll see the start here, which is just kind of where everything gets organized. All of the modules are housed in the learning materials section, and you'll notice that my due dates are usually expressed as due by rather than due on. So feel free to go in and, move about um, as you want. So, and usually, if you want to go faster, is what I'm saying, then you will have the opportunity to do that. The exams do stay rather static, but you'll notice that towards the end, they start stacking anyways. And so, if you have moved beyond the content covered on that exam, that's not going to harm you, really. And so you'll notice exam 1 only covers modules 1 and 2. Exam 2 covers 3 and 4, and then exam 3 actually opens before modules 7 and 8 are due, but that'll cover the content in those last 4 modules, but also then not be comprehensive for the whole course, with the exception of, I like those questions like, overall, what did you learn in this class, kind of thing. Oh my gosh, I really can't stop itching. Okay, stop. When you click on the syllabus and course schedule link, you'll notice that I also put some visual organizers for you there. So again, the Thursday to Wednesday doesn't work well with my brain. I prefer weeks ending on Friday or Saturday or Sunday. And so what I did there was identify what each of the assignments are, and then what the due dates are, and then what the points are. So you can kind of see, because if you're going through modules sometimes, and the Learn gradebook is my least favorite function of Learn, and why my fall classes are actually going to be starting in Canvas, because I cannot wait to be done with Learn. Okay, the textbook. So I have my textbook at home. The authors are currently on edition 10. I've used this book since edition 2. I actually used to be a reviewer for it. I think it's okay. I don't think any of the human sexuality textbooks are perfect, because again, sometimes they're written from a more psychology perspective or a sociology perspective rather than a human sexuality perspective. Ours is, a health education, human sexuality perspective. I think this one is going to need to fix some of the diversity stuff moving forward, especially because they call it diversity in contemporary America, and some of the racial and ethnic statistical breakdowns I don't find to be super helpful. I think they're rather superficial and limited, but we'll be chatting about those as we go through. Okay, and I actually function off of edition 9. So you'll actually notice in one of the modules, there's an assignment, and it's like answer the questions on page whatever of the textbook. And to help with that, I just also included a screenshot of that. So you have what those questions are that I'm hoping you'll answer. Probably editions 8 through 10 would be okay, but just keep in mind that if you're using anything prior to edition 9, you might want to chat with someone else in the class, and just to make sure that major things haven't changed. In the last 5 years or so, we've definitely had changes in our conversations about sexual violence, in our definitions of rape, in our marriage equality laws. We had some turmoil, but that didn't really hit the textbooks with our former president of the United States in terms of rights. We're going through some of that even right now in Ohio, where we're still choosing to enact legislation that is anti-LGBTQ. So problematic. But again, I will highlight those things generally as we go through. So I can say, here's the most contemporary piece, and then also here's what's problematic about how the media or the textbook or whomever talks about this. Okay, and then the last thing is, I recognize that though I am happily vaccinated and working on getting comfortable, like I said, in my office again and back even in the world again, I know that we're not all in the same boat. We're maybe in the same ocean, but not in the same boat. And I know that there are still struggles to be had with our different pandemics that are going on. So I am still open to flexibility. All throughout the last year, my due dates have been flexible, and I'm still open to that. I do want to just caution you, summer classes always make me a little bit nervous because they're only 5 weeks, and so they're here and gone before we know it. And so missing a week, can't happen. Even I have, someone was like, come and visit. I said, I'm teaching summer. I literally can't miss a day, because then it just stacks up, and then there's so many things, and then it's difficult to get back on track, especially because my brain is still a little struggling from all of the isolation and anxiety of the last year on top of my normal anxiety. So, okay, I think that that's good for now. Of course, you'll hear from me again. I'm glad you're here. I hope that you're going to also get some self-care and some relaxing time this summer. And so probably my next video, you'll see me from my dining room, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll move in sooner than I thought I would. I miss this place a lot. I miss you too. So I'm glad to have you back even in this online version. All right, take care, enjoy the course, and if there's anything I can do to clarify, make it easier, there should be a generic discussion board place to post questions that the whole class might benefit from, but also feel free to email me. I am an early riser, early to bed, so if you're emailing me at 9 or 10 o'clock at night, you're not going to hear from me till the next day, but I'm here. All right. Nice to see you. And I will check in soon. All right. Bye.